Hi all, welcome. My name is Tweeden and I'm an Inner Circle member of the Guild Rapid Serenity. I'll be guiding you through various aspects of Galactic Starfighter, or GSF for short. GSF is the PvP space combat in Star Wars The Old Republic. Players fight each other in 8 vs 8 or 12 vs 12 domination matches or death matches. The video was created specifically for Guild members of Rapid Serenity, but feel free to share it further. This video is a first in a series of Introduction to GSF videos. Each video will focus on a specific aspect of GSF, mainly the hangar, flying, upgrading your ships and combat experience. In the future, a series of advanced GSF videos will be released, focusing on ship build, discussions, advanced tactics and flying skills. But first things first, the hangar. The hangar is your main hub for GSF. You can view and modify your ships there, get an overview of statistics, queue for matches, etc. You can open the hangar with the default key binding, or click the Starfighter button next to your minimap. The hangar consists of 5 tabs: ships, components, cosmetics, crew and lounge. Let's start with the ships tab. In the ships tab, it allows you to see and purchase new ships, as well as easily customize your roster. On the left hand side, there is an overview of the ships that are available, divided into 4 categories: Strike Fighter, Scout, Bomber and Gunship. More information on the different ships and the upgrading and combat guides. The ships that you have are normally visible. The ships that are still available for purchase are grayed out. You can purchase these ships with either fleet acquisition or with cartel coins. That being said, the cartel coin ships are identical to some of the other ships. For example, the Fire Hollow here is an identical copy of the War Carrier. So be careful what you spend your coins on. When you click on one of the ships, you select it for information and customization. In the center here you have the visual of your ship, and on the right hand side there is a description with some respect to the lore, and you can view your statistics on components and capabilities that your ship has. The component tab is next. Once you have selected one of your ships in the ships tab, you can modify it here. On the left hand side you have a list of available component categories. Selecting a category will give you a list of all the available components. Again, once you haven't yet purchased a component, it's grayed out. You can buy a component using fleet requisition, and after that you can upgrade it further, again using fleet requisition. Components have multiple tiers of upgrades, with the higher tiers requiring you to choose a specialization. Components are divided into 2 parts. There are the major components and the minor components. The major components play an active role in space combat. They determine the type of weapons that you have and the abilities that you can use. Minor components are like passive upgrades that help you improve your ship's armor, sensors, weapons and engines. The next tab is the Cosmetics tab. Here you can modify your lasers, engine color and the paint job that you have for your ship. Cosmetic upgrades require cartel coins, but occasionally you can also find some on the GTN, so keep an eye out. You can select the cosmetics here on the left and the paint jobs for further customization here on the right. In the next tab, the crew skills, you can select crew members that work on your ship in the hangar and the co-pilot that flies with you. Crew members act as passive bonuses to your ship. There are 4 categories of crew members, from which you can select 1 for each. Offensive improves your weapons, defensive improves your shield, tactical improves your sensors, and engineering improves your engine. Each crew member has 2 bonuses that are associated with it. You have the passive abilities, which differ per crew member, and you also have 1 active ability, which allows you some bonus in combat, which you can activate. And the active ability is only available to you once the crew member has been selected as your co-pilot. And you can choose 1 co-pilot from the 4 categories that you have selected. You can unlock crew members during slaughter on your journey, or get new crew members in story mode, or you can unlock them using, again, fleet requisition. The final tab here is the Launch tab. From this tab you can start your space combat. You can select a battle for your own using the battle button, or a group battle when you're grouped. Group battle only works when you're in a full group, either a normal group or an ops group. Once you click battle, you join the queue and you will be put on the waiting list for players ready for a match. You can no longer modify your ships or purchase ships there, as long as you're in queue. Just like other grouping activities, queue can last a few seconds to several minutes, depending on the amount of players that are at the moment in the queue. Once enough players have been entered, so a match can take place, you can get pop and you can join the battle, in which you have 1 minute to enter the pub, just like normal PvP. You are then transported to the space battle, and you can go and fly, which we'll show later. If you want to leave the pub, or leave the queue, I must say, you can just click leave queue. Now, something I haven't talked about yet is requisition. Now, just like the ship in which I've flown a bit. On top here, it shows you the requisition that you have available. You have your ship requisition, which is bound to a specific ship and can be used to buy upgrades and components for that specific ship. You also have fleet requisition, which is bound to your character and can be used to purchase new ships here in the ship tab, or crew members over here in the crew tab. Or if you lack the funds and ship requisition to buy an upgrade, you can also supplement it with fleet requisition. However, I would advise against that, as fleet requisition can be used for more beneficial things. So only if you've bought all the ships, all the crew members, should you use fleet requisition for actual upgrading. Next to the requisition, over here, we have the battle tab. And the battle record shows you some information for how much you've flown. Now, this is a new character, I've only flown 1 match so far, so it shows little information. But you can specify it here for each of the ships that you have available. Unfortunately, it's not legacy-wide, so it's for a specific character. It still provides you some interesting information on, for example, your KD ratio, the amount of flight experience you have, etc. Next to the battle records, we also have here a Galactic Starfighter tutorial level, which I will show in the next video how that works. You just click it and you are entered into a specific combat with fixed conditions. Now, one of the aspects I haven't talked about yet is your ship roster. This part over here allows you to select the ships that you take with you in combat. Now, as you can see, you have a lot of ships available to you, but only 5 at one time can you take with you during a single match. You can swap them out, change the order if you like, and just click a button and select one of the ships available to you to enter them into your roster. Once you've unlocked more ships, you'll have more possibilities and you can select your own specific combination of ships that suit your needs. Now, one thing I haven't talked about yet about the ship requisition is how you can gain it. As they are a vital part of upgrading your ships and getting better at GSF, it's important to know. So there are 3 basic ways in which you can gain requisition. You can earn it during matches, where the better you perform, the more requisition you gain. You gain for the amount of time you've flown with a specific ship requisition for that ship, plus for the whole match you gain some fleet requisition. As you can see, I've flown 1 map. Nova Dive, I've flown a lot. I got a lot of experience requisition. Flew a bit of Starguard, so I've got a little bit less requisition there. Another part in which you can gain requisition is by completing missions. So you can pick up daily and weekly missions on the combat section of your fleet for the PvP terminal, same as regular PvP combat, where the daily mission requires you to finish 2 matches where a win counts double, and the weekly requires you to participate in 7 matches, again where a win counts double. So win 4 and you're done with the weekly. The third way that you can get requisition is with the help of a more experienced character. where you can go to the fleet commendation vendor on the GTN section of the fleet and buy one of these: Major Ship Requisition Grant Legacy and Major Fleet Requisition Grant Legacy. There are also the minor components of these. So you buy them with the fleet commendation currency, which you also gain from matches and regular space combat, and you can just use them on a character. They are legacy bound, so you cannot transfer them to somebody else, but it's very helpful if you already mastered one of your characters and want to start a new one. So let's try something out, and let me move to the fleet to pick up my regular daily missions. The first mission that you get when you start GSF is the Introduction to Galactic Starfighter mission, which I already picked up earlier, and as I have already completed a match, it shows you here the mission that I have available. It gives a huge amount of fleet requisition, which is very helpful and basically allows you, once you enable it, to purchase all available ships. Now let me also get some ship requisition, which I transfer from my main character over here, and like I said, pick up my daily and weekly mission for the Galactic Starfighter. And when I move again into my hangar, you can see I have a lot more fleet requisition and some ship requisition as well, which allows me to purchase different ships. So let's, for example, purchase here the Spear Point, which is a scout, and then move on to the components tab and upgrade my shield. Now on this one I would like to have a repair drone. So currently I have the shield projector enabled, and I want to buy another component. Click the button and it gives me the possibility to buy it. Not yet, as I do not have the available fleet requisition on this one. Let me again switch to my Nova Dive and upgrade my rocket pods. So as I already enabled the fleet requisition crate that I got before I purchased the other ship, it's only available for the ships that I had at the time. So here, upgrading my ship using the ship requisition, and here, whether you buy one or not, also enables the other one, so you can switch around it later. As you can see, I do not have enough fleet requisition and require 5,000, and it asks me to supplement it with fleet requisition over here, which is something I do not want to do at this time. So that was it for this video. Let's move on to the Galactic Starfighter tutorial level to show you more. Bye, and have safe skies.